Alright, I'm back with you. New place, new day. Been a while since I uploaded, but this is my daughter's house. That's her dog. I've been watching him the last few days, and decided to do some metal detecting with my new Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. I've done this yard twice already with my old machine, the Bounty Hunter Explorer 2200, and it found a lot of pennies, a lot of nickels, a lot of dimes, but I am absolutely shocked on what that machine missed. So this is from this side of the yard, and this is just from one pass, one line on this side of the yard. A bunch of pennies. There's there's a couple of wheat cents in there. I haven't checked the dates yet. I don't know how that bounty hunter missed that, but it did. It's a huge chunk of steel pipe. Typical foil. Some type of iron thing. Plumbing piece of wire. Couple fishing sinkers. Don't know why those are out here unless someone's practicing their casting. Bunch of beaver tails. I found a bunch of rivets from Blue Jeans. These are 3 dimes and a nickel. A piece of suspender clip right here. This, I believe, is from an old zipper pull, from what it looks like to me. Old zipper pull, some kind of, I don't know what that is, cable TV end. Now the cool finds, I did all this metal detecting yesterday. The cool finds I found were this Chinese coin. And the cool thing about this is I looked it up, and this particular coin was minted between 1890 and 1908. So this coin, if we take the 1908 date, it's 114 years old. That's really cool. That's probably my favorite. And then I found this. This looks like an old tie pin or something. It looks like there may have been a pin on the back. And it looks like it would have been an old tie pin. So, from the other side of the yard, we have our pile of beaver tails and pop tops. I believe this was some costume jewelry. Maybe a glass stone or something went in there. I think that is part of a pocket watch. I can't be sure. It's not a hem weight. It's not heavy enough to be a hem weight. And it looks like it may have had a post on it, which leads me to think it may have been part of a pocket watch. A big chunk of lead. Don't know what that would have went to. Some more melted lead. A screw. A key. And 2 quarters. And a bunch of pennies. And an old beer bottle cap. I haven't looked that up yet to figure out what year it was done. Should be easy to do. And a big chunk of aluminum. Don't know what that's from, but I found it. So all of this stuff, the Bounty Hunter Explorer 2200 missed twice. And now I'm doing it with the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, and I kid you not, I cannot do 3 consecutive swings in a row without getting a target. I literally, 1 or 2 swings, and I'm on a good target. I'm absolutely shocked. So today, we're going to do the rest of the yard and see what else we find. And hopefully the dog doesn't bark too much. He's a border dog. Well, he's a pit bull, but he doesn't like anybody he doesn't know coming in his borders. So he may be barking. But I will pick you up as soon as we get a good target. See what it is. Because I know there's a lot of stuff in this yard from what I've found already. And I'm absolutely shocked at what that bounty hunter missed. So if you're looking to get into metal detecting, don't buy a bounty hunter. You're going to miss so much stuff. Just spend the extra money and get the Simplex Plus. You're going to be way happier with it. There's so many more options. It's not top of the line, but it's definitely 10 steps better than the bounty hunter. So, all right, I'll pick you up on the next target. All right, first target, Stinking Lincoln. On to the next. Well, like I said, I haven't made it very far, literally like 2 feet, and got a dime. I've already dug like 3 pennies. I think someone literally took their piggy bank and just opened it and just threw all the change out in the frickin' yard, because even with my bounty hunter, I probably pulled out $10 in change. So I don't know what happened back then, but this yard has seen a lot of action. So, all right. Got a dime. On to the next. Alright, well, not far. They made it like one sweep. And got a good high tone, and looks like some kind of clip or something. You see where the pin went through, and little push spot for your finger, and the other end has little teeth on it. So I don't know what that went to. May have been piece of jewelry or a pen. I don't know, but it looks fancy. Definitely don't see that anymore these days. And right next to it, I got a really choppy signal, big chunk of iron. Who knows? That was way deep down there. So here's my pinpointer, and we're right at the top of the pinpointer. So what's that? 9 inches. So I was pretty deep. All right, on to the next. I figured I'd show you. This is my last hole right here. And literally, I literally can't swing more than 2 times without hitting a target. So let's see what this one is. Let me set you up, and we'll see what this one is. It's bouncing around from 22, 23, 24. Probably about 4 inches down. Now it's pretty consistent, 21, 22. Right here. Just missed it. Oh, there we go. Beaver tail. Oh, I think from the amount of beaver tails I'm finding, I think someone who lived here probably had an alcohol problem. That's too many beaver tails to be soda from back then. I believe back then most of the sodas came in bottles, so you'd probably end up finding a lot of pop tops. I'm pretty sure most of the beer cans came with the beaver tails back then. And I'll tell you what, I got at least a couple of 12 packs worth of beaver tails. So, well, you never know. So, may as well dig it. Dig it all, right? Alright. On to the next. Well, I had a pretty scratchy signal. Pretty deep. It turns out, little tiny little buckle. I'm assuming it looks like a cat collar. I know the lady that used to own this property, who's since passed away and left it to her nephew, had cats. So, pretty cool. Still got the little post on there too. Still moves. Pretty cool. On to the next. Right. So, just dropped it. Found another one of those blue jean rivets. That's definitely has writing on it. I gotta clean it up to figure out what it is, but the blue jean rivet. Oh, that's an odd find. Old spark plug. I'll have to clean it up to see what kind it is, but it definitely does not look like the new spark plugs that we have today. Interesting. Alright, on to the next. I had a really good signal here. It's bouncing around pretty bad, like 21, 22, 23, up to 92. Probably about 7 inches down. I got this. Now, I've actually worked with these. This is an old cobbler's foot. You would for shoe repair or shoemaking. It would sit like this. You would put the shoe on it to work on the sole and the sides. How cool is that? I wonder how old that is. That's really cool. Really freaking cool, and I can't believe I found this in my daughter's yard. And I can't believe that the bounty hunter missed that. I mean, that's a big chunk of iron. It should have picked that up. I'm so glad my bounty hunter took a crap and I got the Nocta. For sure. I'm gonna have to clean that up and display that. Pretty cool. Old cobbler's shoe repair foot stand thingy. Don't know what you call them, but pretty cool. Pretty good signal, and figured out it was tiny. I got this little piece of costume jewelry. Get it in the sun for you. Looks like it might be like gold plated or gold washed. Pretty cool though. I'm telling you, man, this is the yard that just keeps on giving. Alright, I'm gonna keep digging. I'm literally just right there, maybe 6 feet from the walkway. I think I'm on my third pass up and down halfway through. I must have dug. This is about 8 feet to the fence. I was literally digging holes next to holes I already dug. I must have dug 20 holes in that section. This yard just has so much in it, including little blue bits of costume jewelry. So, crazy. Alright, I'm gonna keep digging. Well, I just checked the time. It's taken me an hour and 20 minutes to go from the fence to here, and I'm still about 8 feet from the sidewalk there. I mean, literally, plug here, plug here, plug here. It's been like that the whole way down. It's absolutely insane. I mean, absolutely insane. I mean, a lot of it's just a bunch of, clad pennies and stuff like that, but it's insane. An hour and 15 minutes, an hour and 20 minutes to go 20 feet. That's insane. Like I said, it's a yard of 1,000 holes. This is what I'm talking about. Look. It's frickin' everywhere. It's 5 signals within 2 feet of each other. So, I guess I'm gonna get to digging. Wheat penny. Woo! It is. A loud, annoying Mustang. That's what that is. And I got it with the shovel. But, oh well. Let me clean this off, and I'll let you know what date it is. I think it says 1954 or 53. I can't really tell. But I can make out the 195. I don't know. Is that even a thing? Did they even go back that late? No, I'll look at it later when I clean it up. I'll let y'all know. On to the next. So, I have to say, I am thoroughly impressed. That tiny little thing, the Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, picking up that tiny little thing, literally 14 inches down in the hole. 14 inches down. I am thoroughly impressed. That's really cool. Yet another blue jean rivet. So, alright. Well, I'm going to keep digging everything. See what we find. So here's one I never expected to find. I've found bullet cases. I've found dropped bullets. But I've never found a pellet. An old pellet from a pellet gun. How crazy. I'll get you over in the sun so you can see it a little better, hopefully. There we go. An old pellet from an old pellet rifle. How crazy is that? Never expected to find that. Well, on to the next. So this yard just keeps getting more and more interesting. I found another blue jean rivet. It does have some writing on it. I just can't make it out right now. And I found a horde of spark plugs. Auto light spark plugs. Figure that one out. So, this yard keeps getting more interesting, and I am only maybe a third done with one half of it. So, I think I'm going to finish up what I have left here and take a break, because I literally can't take a swing without hitting 2 or 3 targets now. So, freaking hole I dug for 3 spark plugs. The pinpointer kept going off, so I kept digging. Alright, see you in a bit. So, all this stuff was from yesterday on the other side of the yard. All of this stuff was from the side I'm doing now but a small portion of it. And this is just from today so far. And I'm literally not even. Like, here's the yard. Looking at the walkway. I am literally right here, right at that post. Where that post is, I've done to the left of it. So, right at that post, I've done to the left. That's about 8 feet. And all of that stuff came out of this yard. I mean, there's just holes everywhere. I mean, I'm literally digging signals right next to holes. I mean, it's everywhere. Oh, man. I mean, I think I got here at 12:30 or so. It's now like 4 o'clock. And I literally started here. Started my pass. Got to the fence. Worked my way back. And it's just so much stuff in here. I mean, I can't even get a solid swing in without hitting a target. And right here, next to the door, is where I found all the spark plugs. There's still 4 or 5 signals in this little 3-foot section that I've got to dig. I'm pretty sure they're just clad pennies, but I'm going to dig it anyway. Gee, this is going to take me a couple of days to finish with this rate. Good Lord. Good frickin' Lord. Then I'm going to have to come back and start digging the deeper signals. I'm digging some of them now. That shoe cobbler tool thing, that was a pretty deep signal. The spark plugs, those were a pretty deep signal. But alright, I'm going to take a break and have a moment to reflect. So, I'll catch up with y'all in a bit. Well, I think I'm calling it quits for today. I can't believe there's so much stuff in this yard. I just can't believe it. And some pretty cool stuff too, that Chinese coin, 1850 to 1908. I mean, that's 114 years old. The cobbler shoe repair thing, from the looks of the rust, that's got to be at least 100 years old, easy. I can't believe how much stuff is left in this yard. I can't believe how much stuff that bounty hunter didn't pick up. That's insane. I'm like a third of the way done with the yard, so if it continues like this, you're definitely going to see a part 2 and a part 3 from my daughter's front yard. That's for sure. So, I mean, it got to a point to where I couldn't even move the coil 6 inches without hitting another target. I mean, I was literally digging targets inches away from other targets. Incredible. Just incredible. I can't believe how much that other machine missed. So just a recap on yesterday and today. Yesterday's finds: fishing weights, bunch of beaver tails, rivets, suspender, and coins and pennies from one side of the yard, and more from this side of the yard. And this is all just from yesterday. And then today, Beaver Tail City, little blue bead, the cat collar thing. It looks like a fountain pen kind of clip, a little piece of jewelry, A bunch more of the rivets, the pennies and the dimes, and found some glass, a key, spark plugs, typical foil, and the cobbler little shoe repair tool that's been broken. A couple chunks of just random iron, don't know what they are. Aluminum washer, chunk of lead right there. Oh, it's just not even done yet. This is absolutely insane. My arm hurts from swinging that coil and digging. I still got, let's see, those are 8-foot sections. I got 16 feet going that way to do, and I have 24 feet this way to do. So I'm sure you guys can figure out the math on the square footage. It's pretty easy. I've only done like a third of that second part of the yard, and there's that much stuff in it. Be interesting to see what I find. Hopefully we'll find like a buffalo or a V-nickel or something like that. That'd be really cool. Found a couple of Wheaties. So seems that the coolest thing so far is that Chinese coin that I dated from 1850 to 1908. That's 114-year-old coin. Not worth anything, only about $1, but still, it's a 114-year-old coin that I found in my daughter's yard, and that's cool. Definitely the oldest coin I've ever found, even if it is Chinese. So, well, everybody stay tuned for part 2, and probably of part 3. And I think I'm going to go do the little 4-foot wide by 60-foot parkway strip out in front of my daughter's house too, since this is so crazy. I think I'll go do that too, because I've never done that. I'm sure that I'm going to pick up a lot of trash, but I did do the corners. The city tore up the corners to put in handicap accesses. I did do those with my old bounty hunter, and I did find a couple of bullet cases and a dropped bullet from a 45 caliber. So, a couple of pennies, I think a nickel, nothing really old. But again, that was with the bounty hunter, so it makes me wonder what all I missed. So, absolutely insane. The Nocta Macro Simplex Plus, for a budget machine, it's top notch. If there's anybody out there thinking about getting into metal detecting, just don't even bother with the stupid $100 machines. You're going to miss so much. Just spend the money, get yourself a Nocta Macro Simplex Plus. It's super easy to learn, and yeah, you're not going to miss nothing. I guarantee you that. So, alright everybody, until I resume this insanity in my daughter's front yard, happy hunting.